Excuse me. All right, we are live. Excuse me.
Alright. I can't see the screen.
Sure. Oh, hold up. I need to share the screen audio.
What?
Now. I need to share the system audio.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Alright.
But first I need to get water, guys. So I'll be right back.
Alright. How's it going, everybody, guys and gals? Welcome back to another live stream on TJ's channel, where today I'll be reacting to some more scary videos on TJ's 2-Day Terror. So right now, we're just gonna wait for TJ, and yeah, hopefully more people are gonna join the call. That way they can react too. But right now, it's just me and TJ. Make sure we get the chat going. Nobody's in the chat yet. Kind of sad, not gonna lie, but you know, it's fine. You know, I wonder if I should get a snack, actually. Like, oh god, bro. I'm kind of hungry, but, you know, I had some ramen earlier. So, yeah, I actually don't think I'm that hungry, so I think
Hello.
I'm good. Hello.
Did some people join?
Nope, nobody joined yet.
Hold on. Sorry. Alright, hello. Hello?
Hello.
Alright. Scary compilation. I think I watched this before, but
Yo,
no.
what are you doing? Exhibit. What do you think? I'm a paperclip.
I think you should download Opera GX. It's pretty fun.
Wait, is that a sponsor, bro?
A mother and her baby.
Huh?
Are you sponsoring the channel, bro?
What's wrong with sponsor? I'm only sponsoring one thing, and that's Opera GX.
Nah, bro, you can't sponsor that. They didn't pay you to do that.
Oh, yeah. I got popcorn and water.
Are alone at home when something very unsettling is caught on camera. According to the mother, she has no words for this terrifying encounter. The mother writes, "I thought I was hearing things at first, but then my backdoor motion detector went off. That's when I knew it was real." She further adds that only she and her child live alone in this house. So whatever was caught on camera had to be someone or something else. If no other child lives here, then who or what was captured? This is what was caught.
Is he holding a teddy?
It looks like a teddy bear.
Oh. I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that too. Wait a minute.
Oh, was that a shadow? Or was it the baby shadow? Oh yeah, I would be I would get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere, a child's giggle is heard inside the house. But even more creepy is the fact that her baby was already looking at the direction from where the laugh had come from. Initially thinking it was just in her head, she turns away from the source of the voice, seeming less scared, when suddenly the sound of running footsteps is heard. It is at this point that she begins to realize that maybe someone or something is inside her house. It was only after the motion detector went off that she quickly fled away from the scene. As we already know, there shouldn't be another child in the home, yet a kid's voice is heard inside. The mom further mentions that she looked around the house as one of her thoughts was that a kid had broken into her home, but after searching all over the place, there was no trace of anyone there. Of course, it's not certain if a ghost or an entity was caught on camera, but until more info is given, the question still remains: just who or what was inside the house? A family in Mexico has been experiencing paranormal activity, from hearing random knocks on their door and opening it to find no one there, to seeing things inside their house move on their own. The family can't help but think that something very sinister is haunting them.
Wait, one's in there.
Now, for some reason, these odd occurrences didn't happen until one day they heard a random knock on their door. Ever since then, they would wake up late at night to strange noises.
Did he just say they heard a random knock at the door and the door just knocked?
It didn't happen until
No.
one day they heard a random knock on their door.
Oh, listen. Oh
There's
my.
gotta be like some kid like pranking them, you know.
Ever since then, they would wake up late at night to strange noises and other creepy occurrences that seemingly don't stop unless they are recognized. Given how often this occurs, the family has started recording these incidents. After being woken up once again by strange noises, a family member begins to record and captures the following. This is what they caught.
Hold on, what did they-
las...
It is
No sé si se alcanza a ver.
3
Las tres-
a.m.
Bro,
Three-
that's the wrong time in the wrong place.
Never wake up at 3 a.m. because according to like an uncanny meme that I saw, so back in like 2022, Mr. Incredible became uncanny, became popular until it slowly started to get unpopular. It's a dead meme now, but I'll still remember it though. Even Isaiah remembers it too.
Yeah, I still kind of remember it.
And also, so there was this one uncanny meme that I found. This is facts. When you wake up at, sometimes people say if you wake up at 3 a.m., a woman will like appear, watches you above. That's like from The Ring or The Grudge.
Yeah. Oh, like when it's 3 a.m., it means that you woke up because someone was watching you.
Yes, and also 3 a.m. is actually the devil's hour, so I would just stay asleep.
For real. And to be honest, 3 a.m. kind of became a meme now since like there's a lot of 3 a.m. challenge videos. And they're kind of cringe, but you know.
Yeah.
Mañana con un minuto.
At first, I thought 3 a.m. videos were like real back in 2016 because that's when it became popular.
For real.
But now here it's fake now, so
Y mi hermana me acaba de levantar porque dice que se escuchan ruidos en el cuarto.
hey yo, why was that doll there?
Mi esposo y mi niña están dormidos y vamos a ir a ver qué se escucha en este cuarto. No hay nadie, solamente estamos mi hermana, mi hija, mi esposo y yo. Aquí en este cuarto está solo porque en estos últimos días nadie ha podido dormir aquí.
Español?
Podrán ver,
Huh?
el cuarto está totalmente solo.
I think she speaks.
Y
Oh, yeah, she speaks
pues nadie duerme
Spanish.
aquí, solo estamos nosotros. Mi hermana dice que se escuchan cosas, pero... Ay, me asusté. Pero no sé, pues no se oye nada. No sabes.
Yo.
Oh, hey, it's not... Ain't no way.
Amor, amor, levántate. Levántate porque allá
Nobody want to see your crusty
le
ass.
pegaron a la puerta.
What the
No sé qué pasó.
heck?
Vinimos Sara y yo.
And I hear the
Se
dog
escuchó la
barking.
puerta.
Bro, the
Mira,
dogs are
acabamos de venir y
always
no
the
estaba
ones
así.
that see the ghost.
Yes. I mean, even kids too. Kids can actually see. Well, babies can see ghosts as well.
It's gotta be the more the kids.
Uh huh.
I got that special ghost ability.
Yeah, like it's always ghosts is like always have fun around kids, and kids can like get possessed and shit. Have you ever watched that one movie called Paranormal Activity? Heck no.
I heard of it, but I get like the gist of it, you know.
I watched Paranormal Activity in like 2013.
Yeah.
And heck no. There was just too much
Bruh.
ghost stuff.
No
Like, they
kidding,
just
it's a ghost movie, bro.
They just record a camera and you'll see a lot of paranormal stuff around.
For real.
Todos los cajones están abiertos. Oh, Dios.
Who opened those drawers?
All of a sudden, the bedroom cabinets are open. It's almost as though someone had ransacked the room before disappearing from sight. But the family knows it wasn't a person who did this, but rather something else. They continue to look around in confusion, trying to see if anything else had happened, when out of nowhere, this happens.
I swear, if something pops up, I'm gonna punch this computer.
But dang, what?
Estamos solos.
If that doll moves, bruh. You see that doll?
Which
That's
doll?
that right there.
Oh, damn, I thought that was a person.
I hope that doesn't move. Why that look like a person though?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a
I think
person.
that's too big for a doll, actually.
Uh-huh.
I think that's too big for it to be a doll.
Yes. I mean, yeah. If it has to be a doll, honestly.
Mi esposo anda viendo.
Oh, God.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué es, amor?
For all this paranormal activity, you might as well move out of the house.
Right.
Or apartments.
So there's this movie that's coming on June 16th, and it's a black horror movie. Guess what it's called?
Damn, I forgot.
The Blackening.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be funny and scary at the same time.
For real, bro. I think I actually might watch it.
I might watch it too, but actually my whole family's gonna watch it, maybe.
For real, bro.
Imagine Medea was in that movie. You know that one
Yeah, I know about Medea.
that I bet she gonna be in the Blackening. They might have a cameo. Just probably watch.
Maybe.
No hay nada. No hay nada en el baño.
Just what exactly had caused the noise in the bathroom? Like with most occurrences, the family can't seem to explain it. But surprisingly, it was thereafter that the occurrences stopped. It would seem that the family no longer experiences anything unusual. But then one night, the following takes place.
Oh, did they just say 3:33? Oh no, that's even worse.
The family is woken up by a shuffling noise coming from the same bedroom where the cabinets had been opened. They immediately began to record when the following happened.
Bro! Just move! Not easier.
What?
What would you do if there was like a paranormal occurrence just come in your house? Imagine your cat is meowing at something, right? And then all of a sudden paranormal stuff starts to happen. What would you do? Would you
Even
record?
if one paranormal something happens, I'm out of that home, bro. I'm going to a different city. Hey, actually, different country.
You should just live.
In case the country is haunted, also. Because you never know. I'll move to Europe.
No. You don't care. Actually, Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, I forgot Mortal Kombat 1 is coming soon. So.
Estamos otra vez aquí. Son las... No sé ni qué horas son, pero se están escuchando ruidos. Y estamos solas. Mi esposo anda trabajando. Mis hermanas...
That has to be a doll.
Sarai, despiértate. Acompáñenme a ver allá adentro.
I can hear the dolls barking.
Voy a despertarme.
Oh, so that wasn't a doll. Oh,
Levántate, por favor, para que me acompañe.
I thought that was a doll at first. Did you thought it was a doll too?
Yeah, I thought it was a doll.
Yeah,
But you know, actually, I might actually be a person.
Yeah, it looked like a person. It looked like a doll at first.
Like that's way too big for it to be a doll.
Yeah.
Unless it's like one of them big dolls.
Agarra por favor a la niña. Dios mío, estamos solas.
My God, we are alone.
Se escucha qué perro. ¿Qué horas son, hija? Son las
3:33.
3 de la mañana.
That's definitely the devil's hour.
Nah, shit dead.
I was just.
It's over now. Say your prayers. Say your prayers. It's over.
I would just stay.
Like literally, you could just walk out the door.
Bro,
Hace como 15 días que se presentó.
Unless the door is locked by the ghost.
if you don't run, I'm gonna catch a case.
No sé si es imposible. Ay.
By the way, guys, should I make my merch? Like a
Yeah,
tie?
bro. I mean, like some merch might be cool. Get some money.
Yeah, true. And I could buy more gift cards. Maybe an Oculus.
Yep.
But honestly,
Guys,
I'm gonna buy it
if
'cause I'm-
TJ does make some, actually, if you get TJ to 300 subs, are you gonna make merch?
maybe, just maybe, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
great.
my best to get 300 because, well, I mean, summer did just start it like a couple of days ago for me. And also, good thing about high school, we get out early, so I'm good with that.
No sé si es imposible
Yep.
dormir. Cuando
Come on, I
estamos
gotta
solas.
go.
Ay, no, no puedo.
Well, you gotta go?
Yeah, dude.
Alright, see ya. Guess I would just leave the drinks, dude. Hold up, guys. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick and go on somewhere real quick. I need to go on the. Nizer was just here, but I guess so maybe I'm gonna try my best to survive. Alright, stop. I wanna look at that. Hold on. Let me just leave the. There we go.
No puede ser, no puede ser.
Ah!
Cada vez se nos hace más difícil
It's
dormir.
getting harder
Ay, Dios.
and harder.
Ay, Dios.
And I just saw that orb. I saw that orb.
Ay, Dios mío. Ay. No sé si alcanzaron a ver, pero se movió la cortina.
Let the curtain move.
Acompáñenme, por favor, a ver si me
That has to
siento.
be the wind or something.
No, que no puede ser, no puede ser, no puede ser.
I'm about to lose. I'm gonna get my. Got my weapon blocked and loaded. Where did it come out? Ah! Oh.
¿Hay alguien? Ay, señor, no quiero salir.
Somehow, the curtain moves on its own. Now, some think that a light breeze had made it move, which could be the case, but it still doesn't explain the strange banging noise that is heard, or why the dogs were barking non-stop. Maybe it is the case that somebody was messing with them, but other previous incidents make the family think otherwise. So then, just what exactly is going on inside this home? Like with most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. This next video was shot by someone who in the footage seems to be taking in the view of the river before them. All appears to be normal until the camera catches something from a distance. Upon zooming in, it becomes apparent that whatever was caught on camera had most likely ruined the mood of the person recording. Now there isn't that much info on the clip, but it still nonetheless speaks for itself. This is what was captured.
Domingo, curtindo uma cachoeira em Leeds, Rio de Janeiro. Reparem no visual, na mata. Agora o melhor de tudo é essa queda d'água. Muita água, muita força. Uhul! E caraca, tem uma coisa ali. Caraca, apareceu um cara ali no meio da água. Mozinho! Mozinho, você viu o cara no meio da água? Caraca! Ali, mozinho!
Not too far from the camera, there appears to be someone, or something, bathing in the roaring rapids of the river.
I didn't
After
see
being
that.
splashed by countless river waves, the figure
like the
all of a
Grim
sudden
Reaper.
vanishes. It's as though the waves had washed away the shadowy form, but then suddenly, it comes back for a split second before being taken away by the river. Now, even if we don't know what the person behind the camera is saying, we can hear it in their voice how baffled they are by the strange figure in the distance. Whoever, or whatever this is, has yet to be known, but I'll leave it to you to decide as to whether or not it's something paranormal. Unfortunately, the lack of info on this video makes it likely that we'll never know for sure.
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards from Roblox.
Don't care.
A mountain climber from Mexico shares a chilling photo from his trip to the mountains.
A mountain.
It was during a podcast
swear,
that
he
Jesus
climbs Mount
Olivares
Everest.
shared the image and recounted the story behind it. Doubtless, the picture is pretty creepy to say the least. In 2009, Olivares and a group of friends had traveled to one of the highest mountains in Mexico. The mountain is known as Pico de Orizaba, which has an elevation so high above sea level that it's nearly impossible to climb without an oxygen supply. Many believe that the mountain is uninhabitable for this reason, and therefore lacks civilization. However, many climbers have reported seeing silhouettes of people and other strange shadow-like figures when going up the mountain. While some think that this might have been other climbers in the area, many believe that this might have been the spirits of deceased individuals who tragically died during their climb. Now, Olivares admits to having seen things he couldn't explain. Perhaps this might have been the altitude sickness kicking in, as low levels of oxygen can cause people to hallucinate. But Olivares is certain that what he saw wasn't him just seeing things, but in fact, something real. And to prove it, he has a photo. In a podcast, Olivares claims to have seen shadows and heard distant voices while he and his friends ascended the mountain. These occurrences would come and go, but eventually stop at a certain point. They would continue climbing, feeling less spooked, before later stopping to take photos. Now, lots were taken, but one in particular would catch people's attention. After the trip was over, Olivares posted the pics on his social media and called it a day. But then, the day after, a strange comment was made below one of his photos, which read, Nice pic, but who's the kid in the background? Confused by the comment, Olivares, in response, asked in the back below, called it a day. But then, the day after, a strange comment was made below one of his photos, which read, "Nice pic, but who's the kid in the background?" Confused by the comment, Olivares, in response, asked, "What kid?" To which they replied, "The kid in the corner. Who is that?" Olivares takes a closer look at the photo.
What the heck?
He immediately got goosebumps. Olivares assures us that he and his friends, all adults, were the only ones present at the site. Initially thinking that it was just a rock, he shrugged it off as a case of pareidolia, but upon closer examination, there is clearly a child's face. It doesn't make any sense that someone, let alone a child, would be this high up in the mountain by themselves. Only explanation he can think of is that this was a paranormal incident. But of course, it is solely a theory among many others who've seen the picture. The photo continues to haunt him to this day, even though it was taken back in 2009, and the lack of an explanation reassures him that something
2009 is when I was born, y'all. Just so I'm 14.
paranormal occurred. But as always, what do you think? Did Olivares capture something paranormal? Or might there be a rational explanation for this? Feel free to let me know what you think down below. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Now, this last video was submitted by Aaron Tipsy, who states that a friend of his had sent him a creepy video. In it, Aaron's friend can be seen sleeping inside their bedroom when something downright terrifying is captured. It's close to midnight when the following happens. This is what was caught. What better way to induce insomnia than by watching a video like this? Now, it's worth mentioning that this same video can be found on TikTok. However, the context given for that video is different from the one that was sent to me. Aaron states that his friend has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep, whereas the one on TikTok states that they were fully conscious when they did this in their sleep. Whereas the one on TikTok states that they were fully conscious. The same video can be found on TikTok. However, the context given for that video is different.
I didn't see what was going on. Oh, hell no. Fuck that.
What better way to induce insomnia?
Here's what I would do. If that shit ever happened, and if I see it, I'm about to catch a dang text.
Than by watching a video like this. Now, it's worth mentioning that this same video can be found on TikTok. However, the context given for that video is different from the one that was sent to me. Aaron states that his friend has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep, whereas the one on TikTok states that they were fully conscious when they did this. Whether conscious or not, the imagery of this video is still nonetheless pretty disturbing. Real or not, this here is a great source of nightmare fuel. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Alright. Let's watch more. Let's watch Japanese urban legends. Japanese urban legends. We're gonna react to 10 of them. 50 of them? 40? Just like 40? I don't know. Top. We're gonna use top 10. Right there. Okay, I found it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for another
It's kinda
scary video.
Hold up, but first, I need to go take a piss so I don't have to scream pissing my pants. So, right back. Alright.
This is our Urban Legends series where we take a look at traditional and modern stories from countries all around the world. They're always different, but they're always very creepy. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 scary Japanese urban legends. Starting off at number 10 now, we have Tek Tek. This is the urban legend about a girl who fell under a train and was cut in half. She then became a vengeful spirit that moves using her hands and elbows, dragging her Tek Tek. This is the urban legend about a girl who fell under a train and was cut in half. She then became a vengeful spirit that moves using her hands and elbows, dragging herself while making the sound Tek Tek. If you hear that noise, you're supposed to just run for your life. Those who are caught by the Tek Tek will receive a fate just like hers. She's said to slash her victims in half so that they look like her, and possibly also become wandering, vengeful spirits just like she is. At number 9 now, we have the Slit-Mouthed Woman. You may recognize this one.
Oh, yeah. Hold up, y'all. So I know about the slit-mouth woman, y'all. Y'all know about slit-mouth woman. It's just basically like, so there was like a beautiful woman back in like, I say like the period times, the Edo period. I think that's what it says. Yeah, I think that's what it said. And basically, there was like a slit-mouth, and then there was like a girl and a samurai, but apparently she was cheating on the samurai, and the samurai slit her mouth. And basically, when there's like a girl saying this, "Do you think I'm pretty?" and if the person had answered is yes, she'll take off her mask saying, "How about now?" And if the person still answered yes, they will get killed. But if the person answered no, they will get killed.
One from a number of Japanese movies and TV shows. The traditional name for this being is Kuchi Saki Onna and dates back over 300 years ago. She's a woman who was brutally murdered by her husband after he found out that she was having an affair with another samurai. This left her in death as a restless, vengeful spirit. She is said to cover her mouth with a cloth mask, a fan, or a scarf. If you approach her, she'll ask you if you think she's pretty. If you answer,
I would be freaked out. I'm gonna just say, "Hey, you look beautiful," and then I'm gonna just run like the Flash, and I just get out of here. Okay, don't do that.
So yes, she will then remove the mask, and when the victim screams, they will be slashed from ear to ear until they look like her. Even if you say no to this question, she's said to just follow you home and then brutally murder you that night. Bit of a lose-lose situation. Next up at number 8 now, we have Daruma-san. This urban legend is more of an old game that's been passed down through the years. So here's how it goes. You shower in a bath, you turn off the lights, and you chant, "Daruma-san fell down," while you wash your hair. It's said that you will then see a woman in your mind. She is is Daruma-san. She'll be standing up in a bath. You will see her slip and fall onto an old rusty tap. It goes straight through her eye and kills her. Then you will feel her ghostly presence somewhere behind you. Now if you turn around, there she will be. Black, tangled hair, rotting clothes, one eye is bloodshot and the other is just a bloody, hollow eye socket. The game continues even further than that if you dare, but I think that's enough for you guys to understand just how creepy this urban legend is. Okay, at number 7 now, we have The Girl from the Gap. This Japanese story comes from people's natural fear of what lies lurking in the cracks of a home. Do you guys ever see something move past the hinge of a door when the door is open? Is that someone looking out from inside your wardrobe? Have you ever pictured a hand reaching out from between your bed and the floor? Well, it could be the girl from the Gap, a spirit that lives both physically and metaphorically between worlds. It's said that if you ever see her, she will ask you if you want to play hide and seek. At that point, the game is on. When you see her between a gap again, she'll drag you to an otherworldly hell. At number 6 now, we have The Red Room. This is a very modern Japanese urban legend about a pop-up ad that's all red and black. When you see it in a child's voice, it will simply repeat the phrase, "Do you like?" Apparently a boy who got the pop-up tried to close it, but it just kept reappearing. Then it changed to, "Do you like red?" Keeps trying to close it, but it grows
Oh yeah, I think I heard of this urban legend before, of the Japanese urban legends. Are just, it feels like it's real though, but it's kind of like, so one of them is creepypasta, one of them is not. I bet the next Japanese creepypasta is gonna be Momo, but it turns out the Momo, instead of being a creepypasta, it just fucking becomes a meme.
larger and changes again to say, "Do you like the red room?" Then the site changes entirely. It's just completely red and black. It has a list of names on it. His friend's name is at the bottom. A hand reaches out towards the boy's neck from a video. The ending gets even more twisted, but guess what? It's based on a real website. It's still out there. If you can find it, you'll know the gruesome legend of the red room, and if the horrible ending comes true for you. Moving on to number 5 now, we have the human pillars. This legend dates back to ancient times in Japan, where it's known as Hito Bashira. Back then, there was a belief that a human sacrifice sealed inside a structure would make the foundation more stable. This means that many old Japanese buildings are said to contain the spirits of the people who were sacrificed during their construction. One famous example is Matsu Castle, where a woman was sealed inside the foundations during its construction. Now, her spirit is said to haunt the castle, and whenever a woman dances there, the castle shakes violently. Many building owners in Japan are actually quite open about their buildings being a human pillar. Next up at number 4 now, we have the Snake Woman. This one comes from the old Japanese folklore of Nuri Onna, which translates to wet woman. She's often described as having the head of a woman and the body of a snake, with long claws, snake eyes, and jet black hair. She carries with her a childlike bundle to lure in her victims. If a person then tries to pick up the baby to help, they find it's not actually a child at all. The bundle then becomes very heavy and stops the victim from fleeing. The Snake Woman then uses her long tongue to suck all of the blood from the victim's body.
Sorry, I'm not.
Body. And number 4 now, owners in Japan are actually quite open about their buildings being a human pillar. Next up at number 4 now, we have the Snake Woman. This one.
Now, I heard about the Snake Woman. It's just basically like a woman is like a snake, and they would like kill the person.
Comes from the old Japanese folklore of Nuri Onna, which translates to wet woman. She's often described as having the head of a woman and the body of a snake, with long claws, snake eyes, and jet black hair. She carries with her a childlike bundle to lure in her victims. If a person then tries to pick up the baby to help, they find it's not actually a child at all. The bundle then becomes very heavy and stops the victim from fleeing. The Snake Woman then uses her long tongue to suck all of the blood from the victim's body.
Oh, hell no.
Until they die. Next up at number 3 now, we have Oni Baba. She is a demon woman that often appears in Japanese folklore. She will often appear as an old woman asking for help, but if you get too close, she will slice you open with a knife and eat you. She's said to be the tormented spirit of a woman who accidentally killed her own pregnant daughter and an unborn grandchild in an effort to find a cure for her friend's child being sick. She was told to bring back the liver of an unborn child, but when she finally killed her victims, she found they were actually actually her own family. Okay, next up at number 2 now, we have The Dream School. This one is extra creepy because apparently if you don't forget this story within a week of hearing it, it will happen to you. Let's see if that's true. One night, a boy had a dream about a school. The hallways just looped forever, bringing him always back to the start. Staircases led back to the first floor. As he got quite scared, he heard footsteps behind him. He ran until he found an emergency exit with a glass box and a key next to it. The glass had been smashed and there was no key, just a note saying that it could be found in room 108. When he found that room, it was empty. No students.
Is it okay to end right here? The garage.
But there were backpacks hanging off every single chair. Then there was a pounding on the door. He opened it, terrified, to find the hallways covered with dead children. It said that he never woke up from his dream, and if you don't forget this story in 1 week, you will meet the same fate. Don't worry though, guys. I don't think this is true, although if you don't see me on the channel next week, sorry. And finally at number 1 now, we have Onryo. This is a traditional Japanese belief about a vengeful spirit that can and will physically hurt the living. It's a very scary concept if you're only familiar with the Western idea of ghosts, which don't really tend to take solid forms and so can't hurt humans with physical contact in the traditional way. That's not true though for an Onryo. They are vengeful and full of hate, stopping at nothing to enact the suffering they received when they were alive. For any of you guys who have seen The Grudge, this spirit is the influence for that creepy girl in that movie.
Oh yeah, I watched The Grudge before. I only watched the one time. I think they actually made a movie, The Ring versus The Grudge. I think The Ring, or it was a fan made. I think it was a fan made. I need to see this. Hold up. The Ring versus The Grudge. Oh, okay, so it's actually a real movie. I thought it was fan-made for a second.
Well, that's now our 3rd video exploring urban legends around the world. We've done Korea, Britain, and Japan. What country or place do you want to see next? We've seen a lot of good suggestions in the comment section, so do keep them coming. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, my name is Danny Burke, and I will see you all in the next video.
Alright, guys. We're going to be ending right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure you like and subscribe because